What is going on in Ukraine? This simple and straightforward question has so wildly different answers in the Western countries and inside Russia. In this video I'm going to show you how Russian state media is portraying what is going on there in Ukraine during Russian special military operation. Yes, it's still called this way, special military operation, and I technically should be calling this the same name as well if I don't want to get in trouble with Russian government. And believe me, I don't want to have such troubles with them. Hello, my name is Niki. I live in St. Petersburg city, and on this channel I basically show my daily life here in Russia. Back in April I filmed a very similar video basically showing you how Russian news and newspapers and online news show what's going on there in Ukraine, and today we are doing a very similar thing but about one specific event, recent Ukrainian counterattack near Izium and Balaklia. And trust me, that is not something what you hear in your local news, although I guess you might expect what do Russian state media tell about these events actually. But before I dive into the bottom of Russian news, what the heck guys? There's like 69% of you watching me without subscribing, so please change it. Go hit subscribe button with a notification bell, like this video, and please consider supporting my channel on YouTube memberships or on Patreon. Thank you! So the plan is simple. I have my laptop here and two websites opened. Page of Yandex, basically that's Russian Google, the biggest search network, and it has plenty of online news on the main page. And second website, one of the biggest Russian TV channels, Первый канал, aka First Channel. Basically back in April they had like 15-16 hours of propaganda like non-stop every single day, and right now they basically have a lot of propaganda stuff as well. So first of all, let's check out Yandex online news. The reason why I think that this is representative, like this website Yandex is the biggest search engine in Russia and millions people, basically just ordinary Russian people use it daily, and what they see, be sure that the news that we see on this page first come from real big newspapers, and second, it's all controlled by state media. So before everything I want to show the difference between Yandex and Google. Just check out this main page yandex.ru and check out google.com. It's such a huge difference. Clean, very nice page at Google, and a lot of different stuff on Yandex, but whatever. Here is something that we are exploring today. Basically 10 big news, 10 main news on the page. It is in Russian now, but I actually can translate it to English, and we can see that now in the media in Russia we have the very first news that says the Ministry of Defense of the Russian Federation announced the regrouping of Russian troops in the area of Balaklia and Izium. From the first second we can see how different Russian media and international media call this event. When I try to look for foreign articles, they call it Ukrainian counterattack, Ukrainian attack, or something like that. And basically Russian newspaper calls it once again the regrouping of Russian troops in the area of Balaklia and Izium. Here is a very funny thing. I've been basically reading different articles on various online newspapers, and I realized that they just repeat the same thing, basically almost word in word exactly, the words of Ministry of Defense of Russian Federation, and I see no sense actually reading different newspapers right now. Let's go jump directly to watch Первый канал, Russia First, because basically it will be much more representative and perhaps give some additional details. My goodness, so before 9 p.m. news there is some kind of, I don't know, performance, entertainment, basically some kind of music concert, which is actually a big change compared to April. Back in April there were like news reports non-stop, like literally non-stop, no movies, no entertainment programs, just news reports. Right now something changed, although this kind of music concert is like 100% propaganda. You see this guy, this is actually a famous Russian actor, and Roman Nofakis made a really great video observing one of the events that this guy, this actor, was hosting.
Здравствуйте, гости северной столицы! Кто из вас воспитан патриотически? Слава России! This is insane.
I don't know, guys, it's just up to you to judge if this person is being genuine, honest, or he's just, I don't know, playing on camera. Anyways, let's start the 9 p.m. Saturday news in Russia.
Добрый вечер, вы смотрите программу «Время», с вами Андрей Ухарев.
On a metropolitan scale, Moscow celebrates its anniversary on the city day with many events and gifts for its residents. Vladimir Putin opened the high-speed highway and also appreciated the highest observation wheel in Europe. And unique international center of sambo and boxing started working in Luzhniki on the city day. It has everything for training and competitions. The president inspected the center and remembered in what conditions he was training in the past. Regrouping of troops. The forces located near Balakleya in Izum were transferred to the Donetsk direction, the Ministry of Defense reported. In order to prevent damage, our troops are carrying out a powerful shelling of the enemy. And unique footage from the front line. Our film crew got right to the center of fierce battles for the village of Sporne. Allied troops are holding back the enemy and do not let them to go on the offensive. Your vote counted. 1 million voters across the country have already made their choice at the polling stations or remotely, such as the president. The main voting day is tomorrow, but it's already underway in a number of regions. The unity of Europe is bursting at the seams. Neighbors are already openly threatening to exclude Hungary from the EU because its authorities think about their people, and the press predicts the economic collapse of Germany if there are no gas supplies from Russia. Alright, so basically there are a lot of news. In the evening they put the Moscow City Day and that House for Champions before news from Ukraine. I think it makes sense because if there's anything happens in Ukraine that Russian news can be proud of, they can put it on the first place, and if they have something they are like don't quite like or don't want Russian people to know, they just move it like behind other news or simply don't tell about that event. Anyways, a few ridiculous things from this news report. It feels like Mr. President is literally everywhere. First, he checks out the highest observation wheel, then he launches the new highway, talks to Moscow people about other Moscow people who died in that special military operation, opens a new sports center and gets nostalgic about his youth, joins online elections like a good citizen, and finally talks about global economic stuff on Eastern Economic Forum. That's a lot of Mr. President in one evening news report. And I particularly like how he praised workers from that highway construction.
Спасибо вам большое. Спасибо большое. Вам и всем, кто за вашей спиной стоит, все, кто со своими работает, всем огромное спасибо.
This moment when our president and the mayor of Moscow say like, "Спасибо, ребят." Thank you guys. Thank you so much for your job. It's like, thank you guys for great job. Thank you for subscribing to my channel and liking this video. Thank you so much. Let's move forward. Another thing that I noticed is the only way our media call Ukrainians now. Ukrainian nationalists or Ukrainian Nazis.
Совсем близко украинские националисты. Украинские нацисты. Цель украинских националистов. Украинские националисты.
Well guys, right now watching these news reports, I decided to give you as little of my personal opinion as possible, simply thinking that I better show you what exactly happens on Russian TV rather than simply thinking that I better show you exactly what happens in the Russian TV with direct translation. I hope that my translation was understandable, and it's totally up to you what to think about Russian news, what to think about our media and about our people. But one thing I also want to add, that there are millions of people, especially who live in smaller cities far away from Moscow, in provincial places, and also in Moscow actually. So there are so many people who watch this daily and who think that is a correct and the only true representation of events that are happening right now in Ukraine. And that's insane, guys. It's like, if I only have access to this one source of information, I would also think that Russia is simply regrouping the troops from one place to another, and that we are doing good things, and we are fighting Ukrainian nationalists, and so on and so on. Anyways, I wanted to give you this tiny glimpse into what Russian people, what basically my grandmother, what my friends' parents see in daily news. And I hope you kinda understood Russian people a little bit better now. And if you wanna watch more stuff from Russia, please check out this video. Спасибо and пока.